color wheel theory and the 6 color wheel concepts are fundamental concepts, and they are highly valued in certified color coaches. The color wheel actually organizes colors into a circular format, and it provides a visual representation of the relationships and interactions between colors, whether they're primary, secondary, or tertiary colors, and it creates an easy to understand visual representation of color relationships and interactions. The color wheel theory, the concepts, the combinations play a crucial role in helping individuals create stunning outfits that harmonize with their seasonal palette. In fact, the 6 color wheel concepts is kind of like holding the Rosetta Stone of wardrobe language and providing that to yourself and to your clients. You can unlock the language of color analysis, and build these great outfits. I think the color wheel concepts are often the most powerful missing link to a color coach, which can set their fashion flair on fire. I really believe that. It did it for me. So the 6 color wheel concepts are particularly beneficial as they teach clients how to put together outfits that are logical, systematic, based on science. The prism is a scientific concept that scatters light, and the color wheel was formulated and introduced by Sir Isaac Newton. And he used this scientific manner to categorize color so that people could understand it easily in the world. And from that color wheel, we take 6 fundamental core wardrobe building concepts and use them in teaching our clients. So let's just go over these 6 color wheel theory concepts, the foundations of them that you'll use, and we'll give you a couple of visual examples of what they look like. So the first one I mentioned before is complementary. And this is when you take colors that are directly opposite across from each other. For example, a yellow and a violet, a blue and an orange, a green and a red, and you put those into a visually stunning harmonic array inside this beautiful outfit, whether you're using handbags or accessories or a top or pants or a coat. It doesn't really matter. What is important that you make sure that you do is keep within the client's seasonal color palette when you do these things. Now, the interesting thing about a complementary is you can't keep in the seasonal color palette. So one of the things that you have to make sure that you do when you're using color theory foundational color concepts is to make sure that the majority, the biggest percentage of the client's outfit is in their seasonal best, whether it's muted, intense, or true color range. Make sure that predominantly you're using the season, and then you're using the complementary accent colors to create that beautiful wardrobe. So if that person is a warm type of person, you would use that yellow, that gold as the primary color that you'd use the highest percentage of. Maybe the dress will be in that yellow, and you would have those violet accents, maybe the handbag or a belt or a scarf that has that violet in it. So you provide that pop of color, but you're keeping within that client's seasonal color palette. So remember that when you're using these concepts, you also have to use the right percentages of the colors as we go through this. And we'll explain that as we go along. The next one is split complementary, and you'll see the diagram that we've created is using the complementary across and then skipping that color in the middle and going to the side, each side, so that you would have one root color and 2 colors adjacent to that root color's complement. They're also called color cousins. And then the next concept is double complementary, which is a rectangle where you're using tetradic concepts, where you're using 2 colors that are opposite each other and the 2 colors opposite them to create the outfit. And again, make sure that if somebody is a warm or a cool, that you're using those percentages that are the warm or the cool more towards the person's seasonal color palette, so that you're using the pop of color in the other complement across from that season. Next, we go with analogous color concepts, and that's where there are 3 colors directly adjacent to each other, next to each other on the color wheel. For example, you would have a yellow orange, and a yellow green that are right next to each other. Or you'd have a violet, a blue violet, and a blue right next to each other. So those are 3 colors that are right next to each other on the color wheel. And as you rotate in this color wheel, there are so many combinations of complementary, analogous. Just spin that color wheel and play with it. It is just an astounding variety of colors. Millions and millions and millions of color combinations, literally in different hues and tints and shades, can be formed with these color concepts. Now we go to monochromatic. A lot of people think that monochromatic is boring. I think it's sophisticated. I think that it can be boring, yes, if you don't do it right, if you don't choose the right textures or patterns or whatever. But monochromatic means that you're using different shades, different tones, different tints in one color family only, with different kinds of textures, maybe a velvet and a silk. Polyester is fine too, with something that's more or less shiny and a matte color. These are all things that you can use to make monochromatic color concepts really pop and be visually stunningly appealing. So I don't think monochromatic is boring at all if you do it right. And then finally, we're talking about the triadic color concepts, where there are 3 colors in a triangle spaced evenly on the color wheel. And again, there are so many, hundreds of thousands, millions and millions and millions of different shades of colors and tints of colors within the triadic, the monochromatic, the analogous, the double complementary, tetradic, split complementary, and complementary colors, that you can create these amazingly powerful color concepts. And while color analysis is valuable on its own, true fashion enlightenment really comes from comprehending how ensembles, outfits, are colorfully and artistically construed. That's it. How are they put together? This is an often overlooked aspect of color analysis, these color concepts and the color wheel, foundational ways to build an outfit, where certified color coaches truly bring inordinate value to their clients. I think that by encouraging clients to explore the 6 color wheel concepts, those foundational elements in their seasonal palettes, that coaches can really help them view their wardrobe in a really fresh and exciting way. And that's what you bring to the table through this certification. The bottom line, many individuals really find themselves stuck in a wardrobe rut, frequently wearing, monochromatic that's boring or analogous outfits without considering other options or other textures or other styles. However, by familiarizing yourself and getting your clients to understand the 6 color wheel foundational concepts, clients can really unlock a world of wardrobe versatility that they would never, ever in their wildest imagination ever have thought possible. They might already have these amazing choices in their wardrobe. They just don't know how to put it together properly. They don't know about the color wheel, the concepts, how to put crazy great outfits together without spending a lot of money, without spending a lot of time.